Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Tech Solution. I want to teach you the Python as the faster way as possible and more practical way. Now before we get started, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on the notification by clicking on the bell icon. Today we are going to solve the classic ancient Chinese puzzle. Okay? What's the classic ancient Chinese puzzle? Write a program. We are going to write a program to solve a classic ancient Chinese puzzle. What is classic ancient Chinese puzzle? Okay, we count 35 heads and 94 legs among the Chinese and rabbits in a farm. How many rabbits and how many chickens do we have? What we are going to we count 35 heads and 94 legs among the chicken and rabbits in a farm. Then how many rabbits and chicken do we have? Okay, this is the puzzle, classic Asian Chinese puzzle. What's the approach and how we are going to solve this one? Okay, for rabbits, right? For rabbits we have 4 leg, right? And for hens, a chicken, we have 2 legs, right? 35 heads and 94 legs, the input parameter that we are going to pass into a function. And what we are going to do, we are going to use for loops, and for that we are going to just like a 4 multiplied by I plus 2 multiplied by j equal to 94. This is the equation that we are going to solve, right? And I will be might be rabbits and j will be chicken, and that should be equal to 94. That we are going to do, and we are going to check every permutation and combination. Based on that we are going to get the result 94. Let's start the program. Now we are going to define one function solve. Okay, in the solve what we are going to do, we are going to pass number of heads and number of legs. Okay, and then input, if we are not going to find any solution that the combination of number of heads and number of legs, then we will say no solutions. Okay, now we are going to use for loop I in range, that we are going to use number of heads plus 1. Okay, because the range that will start from zeros, right? We are going to add 1. Now we are going to use j equal to number of heads minus I. Okay, basically what we are going to do, when we are going to use for loop, the number of heads in one side, just like in the rabbits, just like start from 0. Okay, and when you are going to chicken, then one will go with down and one will go with up. Okay, I will give you. Now what we are going to do, we are going to check the condition, same condition, right? What is that? 2 multiplied by I plus 4 multiplied by j equal to number of legs. Okay, and then we are going to use return I comma j. Okay, what is I? I is chicken and j is legs. Okay, now if you are not going to find the solution, then return ns comma ns. That means we are not able to find the combination of the rabbits and chickens, that will give the result of 94. Okay, then it will return no solution for rabbits and chickens, right? Now we are going to pass number of heads, number of heads equal to 35 and number of legs equal to 94. Okay, and then we are going to solutions equal to solve, pass the number of heads, common number of legs. Okay, and we are going to print the solution. Right, now we are going to loop start from here. Right, now what's the value of number of heads and number of legs? That will be 35 and 94. Right, number of heads equal to 35 and number of legs equal to 94. Right, now what's the value of I starting for number of heads plus 1 means 36. Right, range passing 36. Okay, now I the range start with 0. Right, then I the what the value of I, that will be 0. Then number of heads minus 0. What is the number of heads? 35 minus 0. So what is the value of j initial? 35. Right, now we are going to check the condition. 2 multiply by I, what is the value of I? 0. Right, plus 4 multiply by j, what is the value of j? 35. Right, equal to number of legs, what is the value of legs? That will be 94. Okay, what is the value of j? J number of heads minus 1. Right, then this condition is not satisfied. Right, 35 multiplied by 4, 140. Right, and 140 is not equal to 94. Right, then what we are going to do? This I is going to increment and j is going to decrement. Right, this is the total count of this one, that should be 35 only. Right, it's like a, you can think of another way, I plus j equal to number of heads. Okay, because we have, right, 35 heads, the chickens and rabbits, the count should be 35. Right, that's the condition we are going to make it here. That's why when you are going to equal to j, the number of heads minus I. Right, that is okay now, that you understood, I think so. Right, now when you are going to run, let's see what's the result will be that is going to satisfy this one. Now let's run and see what's the solution of this one. Right, that is 22 and 12. Right, that means we have to what's the value of I? That will be 23, and what's the value of j? That equal to 12. Right, what's the another problem? A robot moves in a plane starting from the original point 0, 0. Let's start with the second problem statement. A robot move in a plane starting from 0, 0. Okay, this is the original point, from the original point 0, 0. Okay, and the robot can move up, down, left and right with a given step. The robots can move towards up, down, left, right with a given steps. Okay, what we are going to do, the trace of the robot movement is shown in the following way. The trace of the robots movement is shown the following. Right, how we are going to, just like up we have to 5, right, down we have 3, left we have 3, right we have 2. This is the robot, the movement of robot. I tell you how, before going to start the how we are going to write the program, I will describe more how the robot's movements and how we are going to calculate it. Okay, Now let's start with 0. This is basically x and y coordinate. Okay, this is two dimensional. Okay, when the robot is going to move up 5, that means the position of that is x will be 0 and y will be 5. This is going to y axis. Okay, this is basically y axis. Okay, now if you are going to down, right, that means it's move 3 step down. That means now what's the position of the robot? 0, 5 minus 3. Okay, that is basically is equal to, now the position of the robot is 0, 2. This is also y axis, right? Now the robot is moving 3, that is basically is x axis, right? That is 3 move from negative x, right? Then what is the position of the robot now? X is 3, 2. What the position of y is 2, right? This is now the position of the robot. Now it moves right 2 again. Then what will the position of, and that is basically right means x axis 3 minus 2. Okay, it's moved to 2, right? Then now what is the final position of the robot? 1, 2. 1 is the x axis and y is the y axis. Then what's the value from the original 0, 0? If you remember from your 10th class, the value how we are going to calculate from your original point 0, 0 to the now position of the robots, right? That is basically x1, if you remember, x1 minus x2 to the square of that one, square, plus square of y1 minus y2. Okay, and then after the root of 2, right? It is going to calculate of the value from the static position. That is basically 1 ka square, that is the square of 1 is 1 plus the square of 2, 4, and then the root of this one, right? Square root, right? That is close to, if you are going to convert with an integer, that is square root of 5 is close to 2.23. Okay, 2.23, but when you are going to convert with an integer, that is 2. Okay, this we are trying to achieve from the code. The output what we are expecting 2, and the input that we are passing, that is up 5, down 3, left 3, and right 2, and output we are expecting 2, right? Now we are going to write a program for this one. Okay, now we are going to do import math. Okay, now after that, what the starting position we have? 0, 0, right? So then we have 0, 0 position. Okay, now what we are going to do? We are going to use while loop. Okay, till the condition is not satisfied. While true. Okay, then we are going to take input from the users, right? Input from the user, please pass the robot positions. Okay, now if we are not pass anything, then we are going to, if not us, then we are going to break the loop. Okay, now what we are going to check? We are going to divide the movement. What the movement? Left, right, up and down, right? Movement equal to what the input dot split with the space. Split is very important, but it's always you will find it very useful, because most of the time you are going to use the split method. Either we are going to split with the space, comma, hash. We are going to do into when you are going to use data science, then the data science when you are going to clean the data. That for that also we are using the split method. Now we are going to use direction. Which direction we are the robot over? We have only two directions, either x axis, either y axis. Okay, direction equal to movements 0. Okay, and steps equal to movement 1. Okay, if you see the input parameter what we are passing here, that's it, up 5, down 3. then up is the your direction, right? And 5 is the step that we are going to move. Okay, basically the robot is going to move. Okay, now what's the next step? If condition, if the direction is equal up, then what will happen? The position is going to add the step. Okay, equal to steps, right? If you are going to up, the step will be increased. Okay, if you are going to down, the step will be decreased. Okay, else if direction equal to down, okay, then we have the positions of 0 minus equal to steps. Okay, else if the direction is equal to left, okay, then position 1 is going to decrease the step. Okay, steps. If you are going to right, then it will be increase the step. Else if direction equal to right, then position of 1 plus equal to steps. Okay, position 0 is nothing but your y. Okay, position 0 is your y axis, y axis. Okay, and position 1 x axis. Okay, now this is the step we added. Now if nothing is there, then we have to pass it, else we have to bypass. Okay, now what we are going to, we are going to count the step, right? We are going to, when you are going to add the 0 position and 1 position, what we are going to achieve? 1 2, right? This is we are going to achieve is 1 2. Okay, till now here the step we are going to add or subtract. Now what we are going to do, we are going to square root of the difference. Okay, for that we have to use print integer of round math dot square root. What is that? Position 0 of the square root plus position 1 of the square. Okay, now we are going to convert with the integer, round it, and we are going to give the integer value on it. What we are going to do, we are going to square of 0 x axis, y axis and x axis. We can do position 1 here also to make it easy to understand. 1 is x axis and y is y axis. X square plus y square of the root, right? Now let's run and see it. And now we are going to pass the robot position, right? Pass the robot positions. This one up. We are going to copy paste up, left, down. Okay, this is the position we have to pass. This is saying unsupported type for this one. Okay, the problem is here because movement is when you are going to split, that is going to convert, that is basically when the movement is going to split, then the value of movement 1, that is string, we have to convert with the integer, right? Now let's run once again. What's the value of here? Up 5. Okay, now what's the value of down? 3. Now what's the value of left? That is 3. Now what's the value of right? That is 2. Now we are not going to pass anything. Then what's the value of output? That is 2, right? Now if you are going to see what's the exact value, then what we will do, we will going to remove from here. Okay, and we have find the exact value of the distance from the original position 0 0 to the robot till now it's moved fine. Okay, let's run once again. The value up 5, down 3, left 3, right 2, and then we are not passing any. right? 2.23, right? That's the value, the exact value from the position 0, 0 to the final position of the robots that we are calculating in the initial. If it go up, right, 2.23 kind, right? That is square root of 5, right? This is clear. Now we are going to give the another example. Okay, now we are going to write the final program. What's the program? That is basically is to generate all the sentence for the particular subject. Okay, either from subject, verb, and the object. Okay, let's go with the third program, final one. Please write a program to generate all sentences. That is basically the your permutation and combinations. Okay, where subject is in, for the subject of this one, IU. Okay, and what the verb? The verb will be in play love. Play love. And the object will be hockey and football. Object is hockey and football. Okay, what we are going to do basically here, we are going to generate the sentence from the different combinations. Okay, just like a subject is IU, verb which play love, and object is hockey table. That is basically the permutation and combination. Okay, what the output we are going to expect? Okay, IU first is going to IU with the play love. Okay, I play hockey, I play football. Okay, how we are going to solve? That is basically the permutation or combination. Okay, we are going to loop each one of them and getting the final sentence. Okay, let's start with, first we are going to create the list subjects equal to I and U. Okay, this is subject, what the verb is play and love. Okay, what the objects is hockey and football. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to give the all the permutation and combinations of the all the sentence that will combine subject plus verb and object. What the number of returns that will come from this sentence means the subject combination with verb and combination with object, 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, that is equal to 8. Okay, the sentence that will generate from this subject, verbs and objects. Okay, let's go with the program. Now we are going to use for loop I in range of length of subjects. Okay, what the length from the subject, that is 0 and 1, basically 2. Okay, then for j in range length of verbs. Okay, that is also 2. Okay, now we are going to use k in range of length of objects. Okay, that is also 2. Okay, now basically the final sentence equal to double quote %s space %s space %s dot percent subjects of 0 I, verbs of j, objects of k. Okay, that's the combination that is going to come, and we are going to print the sentence. Okay, let's run and see the output what we are expecting that's coming on now. First what will come? I play hockey, then I play football. Okay, like that it will come. Then you play hockey, you play football. I love hockey, I love football. Like that it will come. Let's run and see what the output is coming. It's saying list index must be integer, slides are not tuple. Okay, what's the error? This is extra. Braces is coming. Objects here is should be close, and this should be clear. Now let's run once again and see the outputs. Right? I play hockey. Right? I play hockey. I play football. Then I love hockey. Then I love football. Then you play hockey. You play football. You love hockey and you love football. Right? That's all the combination from this subject to bar. If you're going to count, that is basically 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? If you're going to add anything, then it will generate more. Just an example. Then 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, 3, 2, 6 multiply 12. That the output will be 12. Let's run once again. Right? See the output. I play okay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right? 12 output that will come. Right? This is clear. For today, that's it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm going to post more and more video on daily basis. So if you want to watch my video in future, just subscribe in below a bell icon with all. He will notify you when my new video will come. And please don't forget to like and share. We will meet once again in new video and new topic. Don't forget to comment on my video. Thank you.